Hi people, Radhe Radhe. So from today I will read Bhagavad Gita as it is in English. I will start reading from chapter 1 from the book, and today I will read text 1 and the rest from the chapter will be read here in my upcoming podcast. So please listen, like and subscribe and share with your family and friends. Also, before I start reading, I want to say that pardon my mistake if you will find any, and thank you for being here. Let's enjoy listening. This book has total 18 chapters. I'm gonna start with chapter 1. Chapter 1. Observing the armies on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Text 1. Dhritarashtra said, O Sanjaya, after my sons and the sons of Pandu assembled in the place of pilgrimage at Kurukshetra, desiring to fight, what did they do? The purport. Bhagavad Gita is widely read theistic science summarized in Gita Mahatmya, glorification of the Gita. There it says that one should read Bhagavad Gita very scrutinizingly with the help of a person who is a devotee of Sri Krishna and try to understand it without personally motivated interpretations. The example of clear understanding is there in the Bhagavad Gita itself, in the way the teaching is understood by Arjuna, who heard the Gita directly from the Lord. If someone is fortunate enough to understand the Bhagavad Gita in that line of disciple succession without motivated interpretation, then he surpasses all studies of Veda's wisdom and all scriptures of the world. One will find in the Bhagavad Gita all that is constant in other scriptures, but the reader will also find things which are not to be found elsewhere. That is the specific standard of the Gita. It is a perfect theistic science because it is directly spoken by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna. The topics discussed by Dhritarashtra and Sanjaya as described in the Mahabharata from the basic principle for this great philosophy. It is understood that this philosophy involved on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, which is a sacred place of pilgrimage from the immemorial time of a Vedic age. It was spoken by the Lord when he was present personally on this planet for the guidance of mankind. The word Dharmakshetra, a place where religious rituals are performed, is significant because on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, the Supreme Personality of Godhead was present on the side of Arjuna. Dhritarashtra, the father of the Kurus, was highly doubtful about the possibility of his son's ultimate victory. In his doubt, he inquired from his secretary Sanjaya, what did they do? He was confident that both his sons and the sons of his younger brother Pandu were assembled in the field of Kurukshetra for a determined engagement of the war. Still, his inquiry is significant. He didn't want a compromise between the cousins and brothers, and he wanted to be sure of the fate of his sons on the battlefield. Because the battle was arranged to be fought at Kurukshetra, which is mentioned elsewhere in the Vedas as a place of worship, even for the denizens of heaven, Dhritarashtra became very fearful about the influence of the holy place on the outcome of battle. He knew very well that this would influence Arjuna and the son of Pandu favorably because by the nature they were all virtuous. Sanjay was a student of Vyas, and therefore by the mercy of Vyas, Sanjay was able to envision the battlefield of Kurukshetra even while he was in a room of Dhritarashtra. And so Dhritarashtra asked him about the situations on the battlefield. Both the Pandavas and the son of Dhritarashtra belong to the same family, but Dhritarashtra's mind is disclosed herein. He deliberately claimed only his son as Kurus, and he separated the son of Pandu from the family heritage. One can thus understand the specific position of Dhritarashtra in his relationship with his nephews, the sons of Pandu. As in a paddy field, the unnecessary plants are taken out. So it is expected from the very beginning of these topics that in the religion field of Kurukshetra, where the father of religion Sri Krishna was present, the unwanted plants like Dhritarashtra's sons Duryodhana and others would be whipped out, and thoroughly religious persons headed by Yudhishthira would be established by the Lord. This is the significance of the words Dharmakshetra and Kurukshetra apart from their historical and Vedic importance. Radhe Radhe.